What is AI?
Yeah. So AI is all about, basically programming computers to be able to start thinking like humans. So, traditional computer programming, it's pretty bare bones. It's not very smart. And so AI is all about can you build algorithms that start to be able to think like people and replicate some of the, like, our brains are these incredible things, and that's evolution. That's just biology that created our brains. And so it's all about how can we build something similar to that or replicate it using computers and machines.
Or oh, we keep the AI in there. Is it a computer? Is it a program? Is it a hard drive? What is that?
Yeah. So there's two parts. There's two parts to it. So the first part is you need really advanced chips. So you need these, they're called GPUs or sometimes called TPUs, or there's a lot of different words for it, but you need like the most advanced computer chips in the world.
Okay.
And
how big is each one? Do you know? Or can you measure it like that?
The biggest ones are actually like the whole chips are like,
a
pretty
brick.
big, but they're like a wafer kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then you put a lot of them all together.
Okay.
So these yeah, exactly.
Wow.
These chips, and the biggest ones are yeah, exactly.
That's a little one.
That's a little one. There's really big ones.
Okay. But these are the brain cells of it.
Yep. These are the brains behind it. Yeah. So then, yeah, exactly. Those are some big ones. So then,
you have to have a lot of these chips.
So you need a ton of these chips, and that's kind of that's the physical presence. And then, by the way, they take a huge amount of energy. They're really you have to do a lot of calculations, and there's a lot of math that has to happen on them. And so and you have giant, basically, data centers, buildings full of like tons and tons of those chips, just in giant rows.
How big are we talking? Warehouses?
Yeah, the biggest one. This was in 2015, when I was in college.
At Go, and that was a game?
Yeah, Go. It's like a big checkerboard with like white and black stones. It's like and it was this game, AlphaGo versus Lee Sedol.
So AlphaGo versus Lee Sedol, also known as the DeepMind Challenge match, was a 5-game Go match between top Go player Lee Sedol and AlphaGo, a computer Go program developed by DeepMind, played in Seoul, South Korea between 9th and 15th of March 2016.
That was confusing how that's written.
It is very confusing, huh?
That's
you think that
yeah.
We got it. AlphaGo won all but the 4th game. All games were won by resignation. The match has been compared with the historic chess match between Deep Blue and Garry Kasparov. The winner of the match was slated to win $1 million. Since AlphaGo won, Google DeepMind stated that the prize would be donated to charities, including UNICEF and USAID. That's just a joke. That's just. But Lee received $150,000 for playing. So this was a big moment because this had never kind of happened before.
Never happened. Yeah. So okay. So with these algorithms, one key ingredient for these algorithms is data.
Okay. So you have the chips and everything that are storing all the information.
Yep.
They're storing the data.
Yep.
And then you have the algorithms that are helping mediate between the user and the data.
Yeah, so basically you kind of have you have three key pieces.
Okay.
So you have the computational power, so the chips. You have the chips. You have the data, which is like just tons and tons of data that's where the algorithms are learning the patterns from.
Okay.
So these algorithms, they don't just learn to talk randomly. They learn it from learning to talk from how humans talk, right?
Got it.
So you need tons and tons of data. And then you have the algorithms which learn from all that data, and then they run on top of the chips.
Got it.
We have the AI systems, the algorithms that need data, and then we have a community of people, a network of people who help produce the data that go into the systems, and they get paid to do that.
So they're almost data farming, like creating good data?
Creating good data, exactly.
Interesting.
So, and it's huge. It's like, so we do this through our platform called Outlier.
Okay.
And Outlier last year, contributors, we call them, contributors on Outlier earned about $500 million total across everybody. In the US, that's across 9,000 different towns.
So it created a lot of jobs for
A
people.
lot of jobs.
Okay. And so what would, so Scale was your company.
Scale
It's
AI.
an AI system.
Yep.
Is that right?
So we, Scale AI is an AI system. Yep.
Okay. And then Outlier
Yep.
is a separate company that works with it.
Yep.
And that is where you are hiring people
We basically
to pull in data.
we build this platform that anybody, a lot of people, frankly, all around the world, but Americans too, can log on and help build data that goes into the algorithms and get paid to do so. Wow. Yeah. Let's say you're a nurse, like you're a nurse with like tons of experience. So you know a lot about how to take care of people. And take care of people who are sick or have issues and whatnot. And so you could log onto the system and our platform, and you could see that the algorithm is, let's say you ask the algorithm like, hey, I have a pain in my stomach. What should I do? And you notice that the algorithm says the wrong thing. Like the algorithm says, oh, just hang out and it'll go away.
Yeah.
And as a nurse, like, that's wrong. Like you have to go to the emergency room because you might have appendicitis or you might have something really bad. And so you would, as a nurse, you would go in and you'd basically correct all these mistakes that the AI system has. And then that would then feed it back into the algorithm so that's smarter the next time.